Hey guys, it is Baby Kendall here from Past Used By, and welcome to a brand new Clash of Clans video. Today we're going to hop right back into the developer Q&A. I did post 3 previous videos on this developer Q&A, so please go ahead and check them out if you have not already. And this is going to be part 4 and also the final part of this developer Q&A. So today we're going to discuss question number 5, which says, does Supercell see lopsided bases as a fair and equitable playing style? Now before I get into the answer, just a little bit of background information. Lopsided bases is a term that Supercell uses for what we call engineered bases. And if you don't know what an engineered base is, pretty much it's a base that has really high offense but very low defense. So for example, I'm sure you all have seen that Town Hall 11 at the bottom of the enemy war map, who has all maxed out heroes. However, you go visit their base and they're like defenseless, or they just have like Town Hall 2, Town Hall 3 defenses, those types of bases. And of course that's a lot more extreme than what could be considered as engineered bases. For example, if you have maxed out Town Hall 11 offense but you have the weight of a Town Hall 9, that's still engineered, just less extreme. So we call them engineered bases. Like I said, the player base sort of made up this term, but Supercell uses the word lopsided bases, and they both mean the same thing, engineered and lopsided. They're interchangeable, but it just player base we use engineering, Supercell uses lopsided. But anyways, let's get right into the answer here. So pretty much what Supercell is saying in their answer, by the way, I'm not actually going to read it word for word because this answer was several paragraphs long and it would just take way too long. However, I will have a link to the thread where this entire Q&A, including the answers, was posted. So if you want to go read the entire answer in detail, you can go ahead and do that. I'll also have it up on the screen right now for the moment, so you guys can glance through it and pause the video if you want to. But anyways, basically what Supercell was saying in this answer is that they do agree that lopsided bases is a problem, and that they understand the frustration that players are going through when they face an enemy war clan that has lots of these lopsided or engineered bases, and they want to fix it. And a common thing that's sort of brought up by the players on how to fix engineered bases is restrictions. And what I mean by that is basically Supercell would put something that says you cannot upgrade to the next Town Hall level until you get enough things upgraded at your current Town Hall level. And yeah, this would probably prevent any new accounts from being engineered. However, Supercell says that they don't like this idea of restrictions because they need to balance these restrictions, and that would be tough. They wouldn't, it's hard to draw a line. Where would you draw that line? And if it is a complex line, they would need tools to help players manage their upgrades and understand restrictions better. So like, maybe a little widget that would tell you how many things you need to get upgraded in order to upgrade to the next Town Hall level. And all of this is just very complicated according to Supercell, and they don't really want to add this in. And instead they prefer doing things from behind the scenes, like changing the code for the clan war matchmaking. Now there's a lot of code back there according to them, and according to them, it's specifically looking for lopsided bases and is trying to mitigate any unfair advantage they might have. Now they're also saying that a lot of players think that only defense matters when you're searching for a war match. However, Supercell is saying that offense also does matter, and it is taken into account. And basically they're saying in order to solve these lopsided / engineered bases, all they're going to do is just continue updating and revising that clan war matchmaking algorithm code from behind the scenes. They don't really plan to put any strict thing like those restrictions that will try to stop engineered bases. They'd rather improve the whole matchmaking process overall, and maybe just reduce the effect or the effectiveness of engineered bases. So that was pretty much the answer in summary. Like I said, if you do want the full answer, it is down below in the description. But now it is time for my opinion on this matter. So first, I do want to say I do know that engineered bases are unfair to some people. However, I don't think that players should actually be punished for engineering their base. I mean, engineering base is not against the terms of service at all. It's just another way to play the game. For example, like there's pushers, there's farmers, there's trophy pushers, then there's these people who engineered their bases, and that's just a way to play the game. If you want to play that way, no one says you can't because it's not against the rules. So I don't think players should get banned for it. I don't think players should have to like go and do anything extra. I mean, Supercell should make it hard to engineer bases, and I'll get into that later, but bottom line, I don't think people should really get banned for engineered bases. However, I do think that it is definitely unfair. I don't really support engineered bases that much, so this is how I like to put it. So in the real world, there's illegal things and there's immoral things. I would say engineered bases are immoral things. They're not illegal. You're not going to get arrested for doing something immoral, but it's just wrong. Like, it just simply, like, when people look at you, it's just wrong. So for example, if you go lie, unless you're like testifying in front of Congress or something, lying is not illegal. For example, if you're just lying to some homeless guy on the street saying, oh, I don't have any money, but you actually do, and you just don't want to give the guy money. I mean, you're lying. That it's not illegal, but it's just not right. And that's why I think engineered bases are in Clash of Clans. They're not against the terms of service, but they're not really the way that the game was meant to be played, if you know what I mean. So I do think that Supercell addressing this problem is very important, and I do agree with Supercell that the restrictions won't work for all the reasons that Supercell said, but also these restrictions won't prevent any current engineered bases because these restrictions will only affect new engineered accounts that are starting up. But the accounts that are already engineered, all those thousands of Town Hall 11s, Town Hall 10s, whatever, that are defenseless and are already engineered, the restrictions won't do anything to them because they're already at that point in the game. Supercell can't make them go back in the game, go back to like a Town Hall 3 so they can build all the way up again with the restrictions. If they're already up there, it's too late for Supercell to add restrictions. So I definitely think that just changing the clan war matchmaking algorithm behind the scenes would be a better option, and a suggestion to Supercell would be make the offense weigh a lot more when in the war matchmaking. Right now, defense is still weighed more than offense, and although offense is taken into account according to Supercell, it's definitely not enough. And I think that maybe if Supercell increased the offense weight of a base to like 50-50, so defense would be half, offense would be half, I think that would be a lot more balanced because you've got the defenses and you've got the offense, and both are very important. It's not defense is more important than offense or offense is more important than defense. Both should be equal, and I definitely think that this would reduce the effectiveness of engineered bases by a ton, because those guys with those maxed out heroes and really low defenses will actually have a higher weight if Supercell increases the weight of offense, including heroes and troop levels and all that. So I do agree with Supercell on that point as well, and pretty much I do hope that Supercell does fix engineered bases, or at least reduce their popularity right now, because it seems like every other war that I go into the enemy war map and there's at least like a couple engineered bases, even if it's like very not very extreme. Maybe it's just like they're a 10.5 with some lower level defenses. I still find that a little bit frustrating because they've already gotten an advantage before the war even began. No matter how bad they are in attacking, we might still win the war, but they've already got that advantage, and it's just very annoying and frustrating to deal with. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Do hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment down below if you have any other opinions about engineered bases. I'd love to hear them. Subscribe for more Clash of Clans content. I post frequent Clash of Clans Elite strategy. And like this video if you did enjoy it. And yeah, that is going to be it. I will see you guys later. Peace out.